2nd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 106 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Huntley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Eagles, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Mike 9, Mike 9.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably wait.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. To throw, Huntley. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down now. It's Sanders, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On third down, Huntley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now back to throw. And this one too low.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a...
Under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the blitz, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Huntley to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Right now, right now.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they move to a sparkling 15.